Hello. Sir, I have started, sir. You logged in?
സാറേ ലോഗിൻ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുന്നുണ്ടോ? സാർ ഇതില് കൊടുത്ത മെയിൽ ഐ ഡി ഏതായിരുന്നു സാറേ?
That to the, third batch. I have to include in the third batch.
Okay, sir. ഒരു മിനിറ്റ്. Only you want the mail ID only, yeah?
Name.
Okay. DUBR അല്ലേ സാറേ? Full name. RB. Okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Indian Leo. Indian. All small. Leo.
Sanjay sir.
We are going to start this program. Good afternoon, participants. Your presence is most valuable for us in this physical education teachers and community coaches program. On behalf of SAI LNCP and on behalf of our respected principal, sir, I welcome you all. Today we have a special guest as a special speaker, Professor Dr. Vasanthi Kadiravan from Department of Physical Education, University of Mumbai. Dr. Vasanthi Kadiravan is a passionate physical educational profession. I want to read some of its great achievements. Madam is a professor since 2011 onwards in University of Mumbai in Department of Physical Education. Madam has a good experience of teaching, around 24 years of experience and 6 years administrative experience, and she has awarded many physical education PhDs, around 13 awards she has given, and she is a recipient for many awards like Woman of the Year 2008, one of the best papers she has presented during 2006 in Kaivalyadama, then Rashtriya Gaurava Award during 2012 by IIFS New Delhi, the Best Citizen Award during 2012 by International Publishing House New Delhi, Samaj Ratan National Award during 2018 by KND Bahudya Mandal Nasik, and Madam is specialized in subjects like research methodology, sports psychology, sports management, and athletics, as well as in yoga. She has published a number of papers, around 40 papers she has presented in national and international levels. And one of the best paper is she has published in Malaysia, London, and in Bangkok. She has published a book known as History of Women in Sports, a fact sheet. Other appointments like Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, nominee for many appointments. And in UGC, 25 appointments on various capacity, subject expert in NET revised syllabus committee, then a chairman for many boards, especially in NAC as well as CAS for various appointments. And she is an examiner for PhD, and around 20 universities has considered her as an examiner for PhD also. And she is a good speaker at an international and national level. And Madam is a good athlete. She has participated in athletic activities and she has won lot of medals here. On behalf of Sai LNCP, I am pleased to welcome you, Madam. Today, Madam will be sharing with us her expert opinion on roles and responsibilities of teachers responsible for physical education. Now, I request audience to pay full attention to Dr. Vasanthi Kadiravan. Madam, please enlighten with expert opinion. Over to Dr. Vasanthi Kadiravan.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Sanjay Patil.
Thank you, ma'am.
For the nice articulation. A very good afternoon and welcome to all the participants for this PE and community coaching program of 25 days initiated by Ministry of Youth and Sports Affairs and organized by Sports Authority of India and hosted by LNCPE. I will be presenting on roles and responsibilities of physical education in today's presentation. What are the various roles played by physical education teachers and what are their responsibilities, how they can devote themselves for the enhancement of sports and physical education in India. I'll be sharing some of the slides with you. Is my slide visible?
Visible, madam. Zoom it, madam. So,
yeah, I have done it.
Okay, okay.
I did it. Yes. My topic is roles and responsibilities of a physical education teacher. The title itself says the teachers, particularly the physical education teachers, are the responsible for physical education activities. Now, moving on to my main screen, India has 15 million school-going children and 18 million out-of-school children. That means already 300 million students are going for school and they have taken admission and they are going for regularly for attending classes inclusive of physical education activities. Now, 80 million students are out-of-school children. That means the students either they have taken admission but not turned up to the school for more than 45 days, or the primary age of children are there where they never enrolled in the schools for due to various reasons. Maybe the street children, orphans, homeless children, migrant children, and denotified primitive tribal groups. And also there is no permanent definition for out of school children, because in this particular umbrella many children have come, those who are not taken admission. Even the dropout students also can be considered as out of school children. The dropout may be due to many reasons, for example lack of interest, a lack of low achievement, and maybe some negative incidents happen in the school where it is not letting them to go ahead or further to continue studies. So this is about the India has 13 million school going children. And this. Now moving to schools form habit, opportunity to transform India. So schools are the place where the children, the students, they learn good habits. For example, in general, there are two places where children learn good habits. That is home and schools. So we consider school as the main place because the maximum time is spent by the student at school, where they learn so many good habits, which that will be converted into an opportunity to transform India. The good habits such as discipline, teamwork, sportsmanship, and cooperation, helping each other, teamwork, and so on. Now, moving on to the main presentation. The first slide. See, this is the slide which is for more participation and, sorry, more participation is equal to more podium. That means, see, this itself as self-explanatory, a pyramid shape of shape of picture, where it starts from broad basing and it leads to tops, and where it reaches more podium finish. That means to reach this podium finish, we need to cross all these levels step by step, that is grassroots development, and in each district, that is district level, and then to state level, and then to national level, and then reaches podium. So in simpler meaning of podium, we, the fraternity of physical education sports, we all are well aware of podium means what. It is used for the honor of first three positions, those who have won the top three positions in any of the competitions, not only in international level, even from the school level itself. So the center, in the center, we have the highest platform, that is for the gold medalist, and to the right of the gold medalist, we have lower platform, that is for the silver medalist, and to the left hand side of the gold medalist, that is for the bronze medalist. So this, we all are aware of that. But what is podium finish? The three competitors or the winners or those who have positioned in the first three, they are called podiums or podium finishes. So this is basically in India, the target Olympic podium scheme was formulated by the Union Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports in July 2004 under the National Sports Development Fund. The main objective is to identify and support potential medal prospects for the 2016 and 2020 Olympics and Paralympic Games. It provides copyright financial assistance for the athletes, those who have excelled in various games and sports. And so far, till November 2019, there are around 352 athletes have received this financial assistance for various games and sports, namely athletics, badminton, boxing, cycling, hockey, shooting, judo, wrestling, etc. Not only that, even the scheme provides world-class infrastructure facilities and provides support to improve performance and higher position in medals tally for India. And with further, it also provides financial assistance for organizing sporting events at the international level and national level, even for organizing coaching camps. So to reach this podium and to make maximum medals for at the international level, this is the pyramid which shows, that is broad basing 1.5 million schools, that is 33 crore children are there, and the upgrade physical education teachers and the community sports coaches, they have to expand this base, because expanding by even approaching the small rural areas also, so we get more members here. So when moving to this, the grassroots development, that is basically expanding this broad basing. And the next level, that is the district level, where the development and excel and the tops or hierarchical steps where it is presented very clearly. So my point is that either you do either you the district level or state centers for excelling sport or even national COAs. These three faculties are to be taken care. That is fitness and sports performance, talent identification for block, district, state and national level, and performance evaluation. That is very important. Kyunki players को पता होना चाहिए what level they are there, what is their strength and weakness, so accordingly they can improve their performance. And also they should be aware of sports science, and because sports science is a multiple disciplined this thing in games and sports, where exercise physiology, various training programs and biomechanical principles, how the biomechanical principles are applied at the time of execution of skills, and even the nutritional intake for the players, and psychology. Psychology basically pehle itna importance nahi tha, but now it is a growing field where the psychology is given equal importance. Mainly psychology is equal to the physical exercises. Sometimes the psychological aspects are neglected, but now in this current scenario, psychology is also equally given importance, because when they go for higher competitions, तभी पता चलता है कि उधर का एटमॉस्फेयर, उधर का वातावरण उनको कभी डिस्टर्ब हो जाता है. So in spite of getting trained, sometimes they are not able to perform. So they should know what is the reason. ये reason क्या है, क्यों नहीं कर पा रहे ट्रेनिंग लेने के बाद भी. So is it, what is the atmosphere bothering them, और उनका self confidence, आत्मविश्वास कम है क्या, या maybe stress or strain or some anxiety level, all this. Even the during this development and excelling on training periods, they should be taught with various relaxation techniques. At the same time, how to enhance the mental faculties like confidence, self-concept, mental toughness, resilience, all that. So athlete and coach development programs, frequently the coach development program should be organized. So the level may be district or state or national, but all these three facilities should be taken care of, so that the excelled athlete can reach the podium and get more medals for the country. Now, moving on to the next slide, where it gives a clear explanation about the more podium finish by showing different pathways. Yeah, this is the sporting excellent pathway, where it is given grassroots 1 to 2 and third grassroots, develop from 4 to 7, and also excelling 8 and 9, and top talented 10. So these sporting excellent pathways are put into 4 categories. So what is that each and every category that I will be discussing. Now moving to grassroots, ये तो basic है. Basic कभी बराबर सीखना पड़ेगा और what is the difference for the basic, the fundamental skills and the major skills that to be taught in the later stage. But grassroots level, we cannot teach them the major games and minor games and the rules and regulations in detail, because this is the basic level where the children are very tender. They love to play simple activities and like get moving from place to place, and movement education, that is education through movement, and it is a form of teaching which aims to educate and aid in the development of students' motor skills. And PE lessons based on the curriculum design which is framed by the various boards. So, and moving to the second grassroots level, that is refinement of movements. The meaning of refinement of movement, इसका मतलब छोटे छोटे movement है, अपने हाथ से कुछ बनाने का है, या finger tips में कभी उनका eye hand coordination will improve by using the fingertips and fingers, very small movements. It is called refined movement. It is coordinated with two hands and working together. And learning the skills. So learning the skills is the basic movement skills in the first step toward sport specific skills for athletic performance. In this we have gross motor skills and fine motor skills, where gross motor skills are involved with maximum muscles, or fine motor skills ये छोटे छोटे muscles use कर जाता है. Okay, so the grassroots level first two steps are taken care of by physical education teachers and community coach. And when do see this first two steps, that is the grassroots level of 1 and 2, about their fitness and active lifestyle, which is presented here. Because again I'm telling, the teaching of major skills not going to help them at the grassroots level. Now pre-foundation activities. So this pre-foundation activities meant for primarily for pre-primary kids, that means those who are in junior college. वो junior classes में है, senior KG, junior KG, उनको ये बड़े गेम के major games के बारे में सिखाने का जरूरत नहीं है, because उनका mental capacity, understanding capacity बहुत कम है, इसलिए उनको छोटे छोटे activities में involve करने का है, so that they will enjoy the activities. For example, pre-foundation activities, they can be given a soft balls or ping pong balls or colored tapes, even the puzzle cards and some small races and ball related soft ball games, because they will not get hurt if it is hard. And moving on to the fundamental movement skills, the fundamental movement skills were namely rolling, walking, throwing, jumping, hopping, climbing, ये सारी चीज fundamental movement में आ जाता है. This is developing basic movement skills is as important for health child and ability to do everyday task now, and it will help them for their better performance in the future. Or the third point is that introductory format of sports. Even this fundamental movement skills हम 3 प्रकार में डाल सकते हैं. एक तो locomotor skills and body control skills and manipulative skills. So locomotor skills का मतलब ये है walking, running, throwing, jumping, hopping, ये सारे locomotor skills में आ जाता है. And body control skills, that is about balancing skills pertaining to balance, that is walking, climbing, rolling, twisting, turning, rotating, all that. And manipulative skills are mainly about coordination skills, throwing, catching, kicking, dribbling, all this comes under manipulative skills. So whatever it may be there, both and boys and girls need to be given opportunities to develop all the skills, because this first to 8 years is the best time for the child to develop fundamental movement skills. Now moving on to the introductory form of sports. Here the actual introduction happens about a little bit of introduction about various games, which includes all forms of competitive physical activity and games. So I'm moving on to multi-sports engagement. So here the students can be engaged in various competitions. बहुत सारे स्पर्धा रहता है उसमें, इंटर स्कूल competition and then इंट्रा क्लास टूर्नामेंट्स, इंट्राम्यूरल, ये सारी चीज इधर बच्चों लोगों को इन्वॉल्व कर सकते हैं। उसमें पता चलेगा किसका कौन सा एबिलिटी है, who has ability or capability in which skill, so accordingly we can guide them or help them to grow in sports field in the future. And recreational activities, apart from all these activities, there are few recreational activities like conducting games, conducting camps and hiking, trekking, and then activity. Maybe this may not suit for the grassroots level, but some recreative activities, very small games, packing the tiffin box bag and obstacle race, where they not to get hurt, that should be taken care. And active lifestyle and play, if the children are kept engaged, उनको एकदम active रखेंगे तो their lifestyle एकदम बढ़िया रहेगा, and they will be fruitful for the society in future. Now these are the two grassroots level where the fitness and active lifestyle happens. And moving on to the third grassroots level, that is sports specific playing skills. That means competing. So that will be taken care of by sports academy coaches. So what is casual and sports play? So when we talk about casual and sports, social sports, there is not much of rules and regulation. ये casual and sports, social sports में rules and regulations इतना ज़्यादा नहीं रहता है, कोई जीतने के लिए उसके लिए नहीं खेलते. This is for fun, enjoyment and amusement. Such type of activities they play for the life. And some modified sports. Modified sports कभी होता है, modified sports इसका मतलब actual rules and regulation नहीं रहेगा, मतलब standard rules and regulations उससे थोड़ा सा change करके या modify करके या number of players या size of the court, dimension, everything छोटा सा इसे modify करके उसमें students को खेलने के लिए मौका दे सकते हैं, because some places in some institutions उनके पास इतना बड़ा जगह नहीं रहेगा. So by playing this modified sports, they can enhance their skills in various aspects. And moving on to traditional sports, India is considered as a traditional India. So there are so many traditional games are there. For example, Gilli Tanda, kite flying, and Gunti, Pachoma, Pallanguli, Ludo, Lattu, hide and snake, snake and ladder, hide and seek, Atya Batya, Langori. There are so many traditional sports are there. But because of this current scenario and the technological thing, children are not aware of traditional sports. So they should be taught the traditional sports, get involve them. And one more thing, हर state के लिए उनका traditional games वो रहता है. पूरा नहीं खेलेंगे तो भी अपना अपना state का जो भी traditional game है उसमें बच्चों लोगों का involve करके उनको sports life दिखे सकते हैं. And the next stage is major and minor games. So when we talk about major games, where all the major games are there, football, be it in football, basketball, cricket, volleyball, handball, बहुत सारे games रहता है. So even the minor games also can be conducted in the indoor and outdoor, where the rules and regulations, everything can be taught some superficially. And these are the three levels which are very, very important, where it forms the base for reaching to the top. And once these three stages are fulfilled, then moving to development. So इसमें बच्चों लोगों का आइडेंटिफिकेशन ऑफ पोटेंशियल, कौन से बच्चे कौन से इवेंट में पोटेंशियल है, उनके पास कौन सा चीज में स्ट्रेंथ ज्यादा है, स्पीड में है क्या या पावर में है क्या, स्ट्रेंथ में है क्या, देर आर सो मेनी आइडेंटिफिकेशन टेस्ट आर देयर, वो सारे कंडक्ट करके या इनको खेलने के टाइम भी थोड़ा सा ऑब्जर्वेशन रख के हम आइडेंटिफाई कर सकते हैं स्टूडेंट्स का पोटेंशियलिटी और उसको बढ़ाने के लिए सो वेरियस स्पोर्ट्स एंड गेम्स trainings and camps, different training programs can be provided for the students, for the players. And moving on to skill and determination. And skills, there are fitness based skills and sports specific skills are there. So sports specific skills are very, very important here for enhancing the various parameters, be it in physical and psychological and physiological parameters. And the determination, the strength of a player, that to be enhanced. कैसे enhance करेंगे? उनको बहुत सारे competition में भेजना पड़ेगा और performance कैसे है वो उसी हिसाब से उनको develop कर सकते हैं. And stronger performance and achieving and breakthrough performance. Breakthrough performance इसका मतलब ये है, एक बार लोग बहुत मेहनत करते लेकिन कभी कभी उनको कुछ फल नहीं मिलता है, they don't get the results. So in that case, when suddenly if they get the prize or if they positioned, if they get medals, they feel very happy, and that is the breakthrough performance. Because of that they get the recognition and identity in the society. उनके लिए अलग recognition and identity ये मिलेगा. So develop from 4 to 7 the टैलेंट डेवलपमेंट कोचेस, इनका काम है ये सारे चीज को कैसे हैंडल करना है, उनका हर वेरिएबल को कैसे इंप्रूव करना है, डेवलप करना है, enhancement of various skills. And moving to representation, so this is the basic one. Then once they are developed in their own skill, games and sports, then it is the duty of the performance development coaches. That means the professional coaches, highly proficient coaches, they have to see to that for excelling their performance during the competitions, for representation at national level and international level, and the various ways for success and periodic assessment and feedback. The feedback will help them to rectify their mistakes. Not only for that, and next how they can improve और अपना performance बढ़ाने के लिए क्या क्या रास्ता है, कौन सा मौका है, ये तो पता चल जाएगा through performance development coaches. They are highly efficient in the field of sports, and they are specialized in giving special training, make the players excelling in their own skills, and last reaching the top talent, that is sustained success at international level, reaching to the podium. So to reach this level, once they are sustained the success, then they will continue their progress for achieving more medals for the country. That is taken care of by high performance coaches. Sometimes the international coaches also help our athletes to build up their or to present their performance at the optimum level during the competitions. So this is the slide or the column which gives a sporting excellence pathway from grassroots level to top level by crossing, develop and excelling in the field of games and sports. And moving on to the next slide. So who is a physical education teacher? So this is the main presentation of my topic. Who is a physical education teacher and what are the roles and responsibilities of physical education teacher? Now, physical education teacher is education through physical activities. We all very well aware, we all are from the fraternity of physical education and sports. कोई physical activities सिखाने वाले हैं physical education teachers, ऐसे बोलते हैं. Physical activities, maybe the movement education. Physical activities can come under all small activities, minor, major, recreational games, adventure activities, any physical activities which are pertaining that whoever teaches, that is physical education. And physical education teachers are the ones who teach physical activities to the school students. We all have our physical activities. Who will teach them? The physical education teachers, they are the ones who teach physical activities to the school students from pre-primary to primary, high school and higher secondary level. In some states, the higher secondary level is called as a junior college. So, moving to the next point, physical education teachers are commonly referred to as physical education teachers, sports teachers, in some places sports instructors, and PE teachers or PT teachers. So it depends, it varies from state to state, varies from institution to institution, varies from board to board, state board, CBSE, ICSE. So the names are referred differently in different places. No. Physical education teachers are skilled and educated in physical education. ये physical education teacher बनते हैं, वो लोग physical education training करके आ जाता है. So CPEd, DPEd, BPEd, Bachelor of Physical Education and Master of Physical Education. Earlier, the bachelor degree was for 1 year, but now NCT, the National Council of Teacher Education, they made it 2 years for bachelor's degree of physical education. So they all are trained physical education teachers, and during their course of education, they get specialized either in 1 or 2 sports. So in short, the professional physical education teachers, they are the ones called as physical education teachers, and they teach the various physical activities in the schools for various level based on their degree qualifications. Now, what are their roles and responsibilities? In general, physical education teacher means just for teaching physical activities, or they conduct only physical education classes, PT classes. I say log bolte hai, but if we see in a very broader perspective, the physical education teachers, they play many roles, and for each and every role they have various responsibilities under that particular role, namely as an administrator, as an organizer, and then physical educator, and then academician and health educator, social and community service provider, and also we can add on like manager, coach. So the list is very big, but in general people have the conception that they are the teachers, they are meant only for teaching physical education activities. So whenever any discussion comes, so rightly, even yesterday also Honorable Sports Minister was sharing his feelings about the treatment in the treatment of physical education teachers comparatively to the academic teachers in the schools. So we, the physical educationists, we, the fraternity of the people, should enhance our personality, thereby improving the profession of physical education and sports. So you have to tell them, or we have to define that we are the people playing many roles in the schools for the betterment of students, not only for physical fitness and providing even discipline and others. For as an administrator, organizer, physical educator, academician, health educator, what are the various responsibilities? Just I'll see in detail. The first role is an administrator. As an administrator, what are the various responsibilities of a physical education? ये physical education teachers का responsibility क्या क्या होते हैं? उनको selections रखना है. selecting appropriately skilled students. Appropriately skilled students in the sense कौन सा गेम के लिए कौन से बच्चे सूट रहेगा या एप्ट रहेगा, उसी हिसाब से स्टूडेंट्स को सेलेक्ट करके रखना है. That means there are various tests are there that can be conducted for selecting the students for various games and sports, and for forming various teams and preparing them for tournaments. ये सबसे बहुत बड़े पॉइंट है. मेन चीज सिर्फ टीम फॉर्म करना है और उनको टूर्नामेंट या कंपटीशन के लिए प्रिपेयर करना है. सो सबसे पहले पॉइंट है सिलेक्शन रखना है स्किल्ड स्टूडेंट्स को, किधर कौन से गेम में सुटेबल होगा. एंड मूविंग टू दैट, डीलिंग विद परमिशन फॉर प्रैक्टिस outside of school hours. That means sometimes the timetable is scheduled or framed or prepared by the authority, where only the physical education classes are scheduled, but there we cannot teach the students where what they are selected for representing schools. Hence permission for practicing extra hours, that means either morning और in the evening other than school timing, उनको ये permission ये लेना पड़ेगा authority से भी और parents से भी. We have to take permission from the schools as well as from the parents for remaining their children in the school even after the school hours. And the third responsibility is sending entry forms within the deadlines. ये deadline हर entry form submit करने के समय ये डेडलाइन होता है, स्टिपुलेटेड टाइम, ये टाइम के अंदर सबमिशन होना चाहिए. आई से इफ द टीचर फेल्स टू डू दैट, दैट फॉर्म विल बी रिजेक्टेड. सो इट इज द prime responsibility of the physical education teacher to see to that the entry forms will get submitted in a deadlines for various games and sports and for various tournaments, including DSO and all other federation tournaments. Next, making arrangements regarding transport to tournament. ये कभी most of the schools अपना अपना transport वो भेज देते हैं. So many schools they provide transport to tournament. और कोई schools रहता है वो students के और parents के ऊपर जिम्मेदारी दे देते हैं अपना बच्चे को उधर venue में लेके आने का है. इसमें एक plus point है, when the school arrange the transport vehicle for the players, they get energized, they get motivated, they have the feeling that they are representing for the schools. When they sit in the transport, when they are mingle together, when they travel together, they feel the unity and the teamwork. So it is the responsibility of the teacher, the physical education teacher, to see to that transport preferably arranged from the school for the various venues, and accompanying teams to the tournaments and ensuring snacks and other provisions. The teacher has to accompany the team because it is mandatory. कोई problem आ जाएगा या injury or accident or incident कोई भी होएगा तो जिम्मेदारी फिजिकल एजुकेशन टीचर का है. इसलिए हर टाइम कभी भी कंपटीशन रहता है, स्टूडेंट्स के साथ इनको भी जाना पड़ेगा या कंपटीशन कंप्लीट होने तक उनके साथ रहना पड़ेगा. If the dates are clashing, if 2-3 tournaments are there, the work can be distributed. In some schools, there will be only one physical education teacher. In such cases, permission can be taken from the school, and there will be a Gymkhana committee. The member can also be accompanied for the tournaments along with the students, and ensuring snacks. And the school also should provide snacks for the students and other provisions like first aid kit and the uniform sporting kit for them, because they are representing for the schools. That's why all these things to be taken care. And conducting fitness periodically. The periodical fitness test. Now there are so many schools, they started conducting periodically physical fitness test for the students. And here I mean to say for the players particularly, and being knowledgeable of test, various standardized tests are there, and sometimes in the curriculum the particular variable, what are the variables to be measured, कौन सा test use करना जाता है, उसी हिसाब से ये टेस्ट पीरियडिकली या फ्रीक्वेंटली टर्म ऐसे कंडक्ट कर सकते हैं. Okay, now continuation with this administrator, the responsibility are quite many pertaining to equipment. इसका मतलब है सारे सामान साधन वो सब परचेस करने का है, इनका responsibility है. How to maintain the equipments वो भी इनका ही है. परचेस करने के टाइम पूरा प्रोसीजर एकदम A to Z फॉलो करना पड़ेगा. How to फर्स्ट लिस्ट तैयार करना पड़ेगा, उसके बाद the purchase procedures inviting quotations and comparative statement and किसका lowest price है उनको order देना है, ये सारे चीज with coordination of the authority और concern के साथ उनको ये करके परचेस करना पड़ेगा. And the maximum equipments should be provided or kept ready for the children, because if the equipments, for example balls and small items, cones, all these are more, and the students will be very active and they will be interested to come forward and take part in physical education activities. ये सामान उनका साधन कम है रेशियो वाइज, फिर ऐसे खड़े रहेंगे, फिर इनका इंटरेस्ट भी नहीं रहेगा और उसका कुछ फिजिकल एजुकेशन पीरियड का मतलब ही नहीं रहेगा. So, and the next one is to make sure that the equipments required for physical education classes are kept in good and safe condition and ready before the classes. So it is ultimate responsibility. ये सामान सब तैयार है क्या, सारे good condition में है क्या, कुछ छोटा मोटा हुआ ही रहेगा या safe condition में the screws and everything is tied or kept properly, and all these things should be including the ground and the playing arena, everything should be kept ready. No sharp objects should be lying on the ground, otherwise unnecessary injuries होने का chances है. And moving on to prepare and record all the physical education activity, जो भी activities चालू रहता है वो सारी चीज prepare करके record करके रखना है, responsibility of physical education teacher. And maintenance of grounds, it is very important, the maintenance of ground, courts and other such arena for a particular, because these grounds, courts and the playing arena are constructed or made by using different material. So sometimes मानसून के टाइम, बारिश के टाइम कैसे मैनेज करने का है या समर के टाइम कैसे ये करना है, ये इनका रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है, बिकॉज lots of money is being spent for making the grounds and courts, for example the synthetic athletic track and even other courts also, and to create safety environment during practice, which already I have said, no sharp objects should be placed or lying in the ground that will create. And continues to this administrator, maintenance of records. So whatever the purchase, जो भी purchase किया है वो सारे चीज record में maintain करना पड़ेगा. कैसे है? Maintaining stock register, issue register, कितने सामान हमने खरीदा है, किसके पास से लिया है, what is the quantity, how much equipment we have purchased, from whom we have purchased, what is the price of that, quantity of that, what is the brand, everything should be mentioned in the purchase register. And also issue register, that means who's taking what item and bringing back and keeping it in the right place, ये सारे इनका है, record maintain करना पड़ेगा. And achievements of teams and individual sports persons, बच्चे बहुत सारे competitions के लिए जाते, so उनका achievement record, be it in team or individual games, वो भी maintain करने का है. And display of inter-house scores, हर school में आजकल inter-house competitions होते हैं, including even the BMC and municipal schools. So this result, the score should be displayed in the notice board, so they'll keep a track to reach the top position, or ये कितना बाकी है, what is the difference point to score to reach the next level, ये सारे देखने के लिए उनका उसी हिसाब से प्रिपरेशन करने के लिए ये डिस्प्ले करने का बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. एंड मिनट्स ऑफ द मीटिंग ऑफ जिमखाना कमिटी, हर स्कूल में हर इंस्टीट्यूशन में जिमखाना कमिटी रहती है. सो इट इज द जिम्मेदारी है स्पोर्ट्स टीचर्स का है to maintain the minutes. कौन सा agenda points discussion हुआ है, उसमें क्या क्या चर्चा हुआ था, what are the discussions happened, what is the decision happened, including everything, all each and every point should get minuted. And providing equal opportunities to specially abled students, that means equal opportunities for the specially abled or disabled students को भी देना है. That is by ensuring structures of accessibility like ramps, specially designed equipment, and making sure the personal needs of such students are met during tournament. Example, user-friendly washrooms. Now the ramps are very important, and it is made mandatory that each and every school or the educational institutions, not only the schools, the educational institution should have ramps and user-friendly washrooms for the specially abled students. And continuation to the administrator, forming and providing inputs regarding school sports policy. In some places schools उनका अपना sports policy रहता है, ये government policy उसके अलावा school policies रहती है. So during the annual day या sports day, they have to recommend who can be given the sports award. It is the responsibility of the teacher by considering their performance throughout the year. वो पूरा साल में उनका performance क्या है, वो सारे calculate करके, consider करके उनको recommend करना है किसको कौन सा award देना है. And a school's sports policy aims for the holistic development. That means the wholesome development, overall development of a students through sports and sporting values. In this, physical education teacher has the responsibility of ये सारे है, including the grace marks. The players, those who are entitled for the grace marks by playing district level, state level, national and international games, the teacher makes sure that they get the marks, and the list should be submitted to the concerned authority by representing for the schools. And this already I have said, making recommendation for sports related awards and scholarships. The next role is an organizer. Organizing inter-house, intramural and inter-school tournaments. So it is the responsibility of the physical education teacher to organize inter-house tournaments, that is between the houses, and intramural between the classes, and inter-school between the schools. So the various tournaments on different level can be organized by the physical education teacher. Such events are numerous and occur throughout the academic year and thus require preparations. ये पूरा साल चालू रहता है, उसके लिए उनका प्रिपरेशन बहुत बढ़िया सारी चीज तैयारी करके रखने का बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है. And organizing sports day, this is the main event, main show of the physical education teacher, where he is the boss, center of attraction in organizing sports day with the help of a sports council. Even sometimes he can take the faculty members also for the assisting in organizing sports events. In some schools, they conduct the events prior to the sports day, and only the sports day, the athletic events will be conducted, and they have various points including march past and everything. And fundraising events by students under the guidance and leadership of physical education teachers. Even the sports council can take initiative for organizing fundraising events for any cause, for the reason, raising funds for any reasons. For example, fun and fit, fair, स्पोर्ट्स मेला, ये सारी चीज ऑर्गेनाइज कर सकते हैं खाली फंड रेसिंग के लिए. सेटिंग अप वर्कशॉप एंड क्लिनिक्स, दिस इज एक्सक्लूसिवली फॉर द प्लेयर्स, दोस हु आर रिप्रेजेंटिंग for the schools particularly, and sometimes the common workshops and clinics also can be organized, but in this case for players, what are the various sports training methods. आजकल बहुत सारे नया ट्रेनिंग मेथड्स इन्वेंट हुआ है, और अपडेटिंग ऑफ रूल्स एंड regulations. कभी बच्चे को पता नहीं चलता है. Even the teachers also sometimes due to some negligence or maybe some reasons we fail to update the rules and regulations. So what are the various methods for psychological relaxation on any topic pertaining to sports and physical education, even some allied areas like sports nutrition, sports physiotherapy, sports psychology, इसमें वर्कशॉप और क्लिनिक ये सब ऑर्गेनाइज करने के लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल है. Even plan different recreational activities which are important for growth of students. The recreational activities like organizing camping program and summer camps and hiking, trekking, mountaineering. There are so many recreational activities should be organized. This also inculcate the students for their growth in the physical fitness aspect. Now, as a physical educator, normally we call physical educationist as a physical educator. What are the responsibilities? The physical educator should be a role model to everyone. That means by means of maintaining personal fitness to inspire students. Yeah, I'm very sorry to say that even in our field, people, they fail to maintain their physical fitness. In fact, they don't do regular activities and they develop obesity and hypertension, diabetics, so many lifestyle diseases. So the physical education teacher and his personality, the way he is playing, the way he is moving, the amount of energy, the amount of motivation, everything should inspire the students. I say role model hona chahiye. So how the students will observe, how they get inspired. So by analyzing entire physical education activities along with the students. When the physical education teacher playing along with the students, so they get inspired by physical education teacher. Okay. Enhancing the fitness level of students, conducting mass drills, calisthenics, and rhythmic activities. Mass drills, maximum mass practice, maximum students are involved, and calisthenics like free hand exercises, and rhythmic activities like using light apparatus activities like lezim, dumbbells, hoop drills, bands, ये सारी चीज है. So इसमें उनका physical fitness बढ़ाने के लिए chances है. So ये तो है taking initiative to enhance the motor skills of students, general motor skills and specific motor skills. ये सारे चीज इनको initiative करके enhance करना है या develop करने के लिए या improve करने के लिए responsible है. Continuation to the physical educator, teaching rules and regulations of different games and sports. So the ultimate aim or responsibility of the teacher while playing, while practicing, to teach the rules and regulations apart from the physical education period. Because the physical education period, the duration is very less, sometimes the teacher has to tell superficially. ऐसे ऊपर ऊपर का क्या है rules है, कैसे ऐसे बता सकता है. लेकिन during their training period, when they get ready for competition tournament, that time all the rules and regulations ये सारी चीज उनको बताना पड़ेगा. And participating in games and sports with the students. This already I have explained. The teacher has to participate along with the students. First of all, the teachers should come in a proper kit. In some places, still remote areas or in government schools, the teachers, particularly the female teachers, are coming in sari. So in that case, they will not be able to play with the students. Students के साथ खेलने का बहुत मुश्किल है. इसलिए सारे टीचर्स, फिजिकल एजुकेशन टीचर्स अपना अपना स्पोर्ट्स किट में आना चाहिए, फिर आके स्टूडेंट्स के साथ खेलना चाहिए. सो द अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी एंड दे गेट कनेक्टेड विद द players. They will develop the relationship, interpersonal relationship with them. And moving on to the next slide, role of a physical education teacher as an academician. So academician, which already I said, physical education teachers are meant for only physical activities. No, in this current scenario, on today's educational system, the physical education subject is made mandatory in few institutions or optional subject. So it is the responsibility of the physical education teacher for designing a framework of study as per curriculum. Each and every board has different curriculum. So considering that, with consultation, the frame, of course, the board frames the designs a curriculum, but for that each and every करिकुलम को कैसे ये करना है, ये सब उनका रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, तैयारी करने का है ये सब. Classroom teaching of subjects pertaining to physical and health education. So during the class time, even in the curriculum which I said, the content is already given. So physical education and health education, what are the various systems, how it is functioning during the activity and during the rest time, and the cleanliness habits and the nutritional intake, everything, all the subjects to be taught by the physical education teacher, because it is a core subject and they have to give their written examination for the board examination, conducting written test and inputting the grades in marks. And whichever school has written theory paper, they have to conduct test and feed the marks. And staying up to date with respect to research and development. So research and development, everywhere it is growing. It is a growing field. So many researches are happening. So it is a very wrong conception in the school teachers' mind that the research and development is meant only for the college teachers या university teachers. ऐसे नहीं है. Even the Ministry of Sports and Sports Authority of India, even other health ministry and defense ministry, सारे ministry है उधर रिसर्च करने के लिए फाइनेंशियल असिस्टेंस है. सो वो लेके वो कंसिडर करके स्टूडेंट्स के ऊपर या प्लेयर्स के ऊपर हम डिफरेंट रिसर्चेस कंडक्ट कर सकते हैं. इवन on the disabled players, various researches can be conducted, and that result, the findings will be helpful for the entire nation for enhancing the sports. All this research development, what are the various training programs for enhancing various parameters, like that the researches can be conducted and perform with other academic teachers as well as clinical staff to identify adaptive physical educational requirements of children. Sometimes even while framing the curriculum, the adaptive physical education teacher, this is especially for the specially abled, that requirement also to be taken care in the while designing the framework of the curriculum, and participate in entire in-service training for their upgradation, for enhancing their personality in the service, and for the promotion they have to mandatorily attend in-service training like refresher course, orientation course, and what is happening now, this 25 days of online session, ये सारे है in-service training है. So it is compulsory for the physical education teacher to participate as an academician, as a physical educator in service training program, and interact with various teachers, because our subject is an interdisciplinary subject where education, arts, and even other disciplines are interrelated. So it is mandatory for the physical education teacher, being an academician, to get along and to have discussion, to coordinate with other subject teachers also, because it is a interdisciplinary lesson. Based on that, the lessons can be prepared. And moving to a health educator. So not only the physical education teacher is responsible for enhancing their various parameters like physical fitness, psychological fitness, and physiological fitness, but it is the ultimate responsibility as an health educator. Educating students on nutrition and diet. The students should be educated the nutrition, because nowadays the students are very much inclined to junk food, easily available, and attraction to junk food. So the impact of junk food and the significance of healthy food, nutritional intake, everything should be educated to the students by the physical education teacher. Even the dietary aspects also, the calcium, how much calcium intake should be there, carbohydrate, and then proteins, minerals, vitamins, and various fruits and vegetables, and how eggs, even non-vegetarian, everything should be explained to the students to have knowledge in nutrition and diet. And moving to the next point, necessary for preventing obesity and malnutrition, lifestyle diseases. So once if the nutrition part is taken care, they will be prevented from obesity and malnutrition, and from lifestyle diseases like cardiovascular endurance diseases. And then there are so many lifestyle diseases are there. And advising students regarding healthy habits. Healthy habits in the sense discipline, and how to talk to the people, interpersonal relations, and then healthy habits for to maintain punctuality, regularity in the training, and all these things can be advised or should be advised by the physical education teacher to prevent postural deformities and drug use. Sometimes by the sitting posture and how to sit and how to stand, the various postural deformities can be prevented by explaining the sitting and standing postures, even walking, running, all that. So initially, if that is not corrected, that will be continued. Later, it is very difficult to correct the postural deformities like flat foot and knocking knees, and there are so many postural deformities are there. And drug use. Sometimes, what are the various means, the drug, the anti-doping, everything, the impact, the punishments by taking drug, how they lose their credentials and identity in the society, everything can be taken care of. And transmitting knowledge regarding first aid. Even is regarding first aid, when the sports injuries, and even to apply ice, when to apply ice and when to apply hot bags, ये सारी चीज उनको बताना चाहिए. कभी कभी इतना कंफ्यूजन होता है, कभी आइस अप्लाई करना है, कभी हॉट बैग अप्लाई करने का है. And this involves injury prevention and basic treatments. Now, moving on to social and community service provider. So, conducting recreational events for faculty and other workers. So, most of the time, the physical education teachers, they think it is the responsibility for them to conduct physical education activities only for the students and the players, but it is a responsibility to conduct some physical education activities even for the faculty and other school workers for the promotion of their fitness, to bring the awareness about fitness and importance of fitness, and initiating and taking the lead in organizing sporting events for the community on behalf of the school. Example, conducting marathon, AIDS walk, fun and fitness program, and celebration of National Sports Day activities. Yes, it is with the help of Students' Council and other faculty members. This can be organized. This is a community service by the physical education teachers. If places are not available, the marathon, even the mini marathons can be organized, even walkathon. Fun and fitness, it is like a recreational activities where people will come. There will not be any standardized rules and regulations to be followed. It is just for fun and enhancing fitness, to bring awareness about fitness, some modified games. So for example, instead of making them to play football, just to put a goal, just kick a ball, just dribble a ball and hitting. So just some modified activities can be conducted for various age groups and celebration of National Sports Day activities. And apart from all other, being an academician, being an administrator, being an organizer, and in so many this thing, even other responsibilities are mentioned here. That is inculcating values of sports among students, the discipline. Most of the schools, the teachers are asked to take care of discipline when they come from the get down from the bus and they reach the school, and when they go to catch the bus. So many times the teachers are treated in such a way, but it is the responsibility of the teacher, not by doing such work, but teaching, educating discipline, how to have a disciplined life in their throughout life, and how to maintain discipline in the school as well as at home, and how to talk to the people, the respect and the love, kindness, discipline in the sense not only the strictness, the way of living also matters. And leadership qualities are to be inculcated to the students to become a leader in the future, or to get appointed as a captain for various teams and games. So that time they should have the quality to lead the team, yeah, to lead the country, or to lead the organization. So the leadership qualities, and what are the qualities, how they should carry themselves, and this will help them to face the challenges in the world. And interpersonal skills and socialization, talking to the people, the way of talking, the way of interacting, the way of getting connected and getting socialized with other people, and giving respect for the elders, and getting involved with other social activities. All these to be inculcated to the students. And moral values, how the honesty, and there are so many, the positive thinking, that is also there, the behavior, about behavior of the players, forgiveness and give and take. There are so many moral values to be taught. And sportsmanship, facing the things in a very lively way, in a friendly way, and be to form a teamwork and coordination with others. Like that, there are so many sportsmanship qualities are there. And analyzing student behavior and performance, how they are behaving in the premises and how they are performing. Apart from the physical education classes, apart from the training period, even always they can have a observation about their behavior and performance, and that can be analyzed and corrected in different means the players. And these are the various responsibilities of physical education teachers pertaining to physical education subject. And to summarize, physical education teachers, as I explained and discussed in the various slides, has a multifaceted role to play in integrating fitness as a way of life in a school environment. And importantly, to build, celebrate the role of a PET in making India a healthier, fitter, and physical education literate nation. Thank you. This is all about the roles and responsibilities of physical education teachers in the society. So
Thank you, madam.
Yeah.
Madam, your presentation enlightened our participants. A very beautiful presentation it is. And now I request participants, if any queries are there, means they can drop their questions in Q and A box. Madam, few questions are here. Can you take these questions, madam?
Yeah, please.
Harish Kumar from Delhi, madam. He asked that at present we are all over India. We are facing a common pandemic, that is COVID-19. After when schools reopens, what will be the challenges as well as a new role of a physical education teacher?
Yeah, it's a good question. See, that's why so many webinars and so many programs and these online sessions are happening even during this pandemic period or COVID-19, how to keep ourselves healthy, fit, so that when they enter for the regular activities or going to school, they should get accustomed with that adaptation should be there. So I don't think much difference will be there, and they should get practice to all this.
One more question, madam,
Yeah.
from Nitish. He asked that how to develop fine motor skills.
Yeah. So mind motor skills, there are various techniques for enhancing mental ability. For example, for the players, self-talk, that is the best. Before going for a tournament, they can talk to themselves. For example, they can replace the words. I can't do, I will not do. In such cases, they can replace or substitute the words there. I can do it, I will do it. So that will help them. And there are other various techniques also to reduce their anxiety level, stress level, by means of doing meditation, yogic practices, and breathing exercises, and listening to music, and going out, enjoying the nature. Like such means they can reduce the stress and anxiety, and also to enhance the confidence level. Once they are well prepared, once they are regular for their training program, that itself automatically give them mental strength that will boost them, that they are very confident enough to face the competitions. So various techniques are there, so that to be followed. And secondly, the importance should be given by the coaches wherever they are getting trained, because most of the times only their physical fitness aspect is given importance, but I personally, it is my view, even psychological training also to be given equal importance. So during their physical fitness practice, the mental skills also to be developed simultaneously, so that can help them to get ready for competitions in the future whenever they have tournaments.
Nice briefing, madam. One more question is there from Mahadav Swami. He asked that already you have explained about this grassroots developmental and fine progression of this fitness as well as skills. But he requesting is that to give the classification on age group also. Like grassroots means what will be the age and what will be.
Yeah. So yes. Yeah. So grassroots, basically the pre-primary or primary students, pre-KG, LKG, and senior KG, even to some extent we can consider as first and second standard kids. And then moving on to next grade. So that time they will have the capacity to understand, because grassroots level very small, they are playing kids, we cannot tell them anything, we cannot teach them. And even in grassroots level also there are 4 stages set put, first, second, and third. So entering into high school, then the major games and the various physical aspects and skills, what are the importance, rules and regulations, everything can be taught. These are the various age groups.
Madam, this is a anonymous question is there regarding a dress code for teachers, madam.
Yeah.
Especially you understand that one.
Yeah. So even my presentation also, I was telling that it is very sad to see the teachers come in sari in most of the places, particularly in southern schools, part of schools, and they expect one side we all are working and taking lots of effort day and night for promotion of physical education and sports, ultimately to reach the podium, to get maximum medals for the country and to make our country as a sporting nation. But the other side, the restrictions are there that the teachers should come in sari. So that is very painful. So it is my humble submission that the physical education teachers are to be made mandatory to come in physical activities, and thereby giving importance for their physical personality also, because that matters a lot. So that will make a role model for each and every human being in the world.
Thank you very much, madam. Sudhi sir. Hello. Not there. Madam,
Yes.
your presentation was a very enlightening one, and you have given your expert opinion in so better, a beautiful manner. Most of our participants are enlightened with this presentation. So on behalf of our institution, SAI LNCP, and on behalf of our respected principals, Dr. G. Kishore sir, by heart, I thank you for your valuable presence here, madam.
Yeah, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity as a speaker in this prestigious platform on today's presentation, and I extend my heartiest thanks to the institution LNCPE, the principal, and yourself, Dr. Sanjay Patel, and I think the entire team is working very good coordination, and I can understand how difficult. It is not a small number of participants to take part. It is more than 10,000, 15,000 students are there, and really you all are putting lots of effort. It's a very good teamwork. As and when we ask for any help or assistance, I could see the spontaneous response from your side. So that itself shows our teamwork, and it is a challenging.
It's a privilege for us, madam.
Yeah, and so once again, thank you very much for the Ministry of Sports and the Sports Authority of India and the institution LNCPE for giving me the opportunity, and we all come together and put our hands together, and we work for the betterment of the fraternity of physical education and sports, the discipline of physical education and sports, and make our nation as a sporting nation. And wish you all the very best, and congratulations to all the participants for taking part in this 25 days of physical education and community coaching program. Thank you, Vandan.
Thank you, madam. We will expect you in the future for these type of presentations also.
Yes.
Thank you very much, madam.
Yes. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Can I see the chat at least to the remarks? What I can? No.
Yes, ma'am. You can see.
Yes, ma'am. You can, madam. It's there in you, so you can check it.
Okay. Yeah.
Chat box is there.
Okay. Fine. Sorry, I couldn't use much Hindi because the flow.
Madam,
I tried.
madam, even participants were expecting English more than Hindi, so that was a very convenient, ma'am.
So that's why I minimized my this thing, and I was not mentally prepared also. No, like
yes,
you all said, it's
yes, ma'am. Yes,
okay. Thank you so much. I'll just go through it later.
Yes, ma'am. We'll wait.